What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, do me a real quick favor. Hit that red subscribe button down below. Go ahead and push that and show your support for the channel. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. I'm glad you came to see me. Special guest today, as I'm sure you can see, Steve, the Fragrance Fanatic. We're coming to you live from the Fragrance Fanatic Studios. Came drive down to collaborate, long overdue. Been promising you guys this video for about 2 weeks. Speaking of, before we really get going, I'm going to have Steve's information to his channel linked below. He's getting really close to 1,000. He's past the 500 subscriber mark. Let's go ahead and get him to 1,000. Why not? Let's wrap the community around him. He's got some great content. Make sure you go check his channel out after you watch this video. So, Steve, thank you so much for having me in your home.
I appreciate you, man. Honestly, God, from the bottom of my heart.
Glad to be here, man.
I'm happy you're here.
We've been meaning to do this for a while. We just shot a video for Steve's channel, and we had a lot of fun. I'll probably link that specific video down here as well, so you can check that out. That was pretty fun. So, very interesting what we have to talk about today. I'm very honored that I'm able to bring you guys this. As a lot of you know from watching the recent vlog, I flew up to Chicago to go see George Zaharoff, mutual friend of ours, and I was honored enough to be invited into his home, and we were down in the basement looking at some of his older designs and things like that, and I'm very observant. That's one of the things George likes about me, which he would tell you himself. Not a whole lot gets past me. I'm very observant when I'm looking around a room, and something caught my eye, and his immediate reaction, and after we discussed it, I told him, this story needs to be told. So we all know about the original Zaharoff Pour Homme. Neil from Miami Cuddles recently reviewed that one. Then we know about Zaharoff's signature Pour Homme and the 2-year journey for making that fragrance. But there's a stopgap. There's several years unexplained for in his fragrance journey. Not anymore. Circa 2007, I have the Zaharoff Pour Homme Reject bottle. He had a pallet of them, and they were destroyed. It's
a shame they were destroyed too.
I know.
Man,
it's actually not a bad fragrance.
It's not.
But George does not like this. He hates this fragrance. Here's the bottle. Very standard, very basic. Basic cap, crimp-on atomizer. Decent little atomizer. Steve, you want to give it a spray on your arm? Give me your thoughts. Because, guys, I will tell you, upon initial spray, you will be reminded of Zaharoff's signature Pour Homme. I smell it in the air. You get the lavender, you get a little bit of oud. The difference with this one is this is heavily synthetic.
Yeah, it's really synthetic. But, like he's saying, though, completely agree with him. It's not extremely close, but it's pretty close. Like you pick up the resemblance of Zaharoff's signature Pour Homme, obviously. But if you don't like a synthetic fragrance, this may not
George
be one
does
that you
not.
like.
This gives him a migraine. I'm not going to say exactly what he says, but I just will tell you, George hates this fragrance. Because when you see this Z logo, you see that Z logo on the bottle? I'll actually show it to you right here on the box. That is a mark of quality.
Yes, absolutely.
That is what he has established with his name and with his brand from the beginning to now. Those of you that have smelled the current fragrance, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is not of that quality. It's not a bad fragrance by any means. George told me the story. The company he was working with at the time to try to relaunch the fragrance was pushing this on him, saying, oh, George, this is exactly what everybody's going towards. It's all about, cheaper synthetics. Your profit margins will be higher. It actually brought a tear to the man's eye. He hated it so much, he actually shelved the idea of doing a fragrance for several years. There's your stopgap.
Correct, right.
This is the last bottle of the rejected fragrance, and I'm honored to have it so we can bring you this video. And like Steve said, I'm going to go ahead and spray it right here on my hand. It's not bad. The way I described it to George when I smelled it was if there was a clone of Zaharoff's signature Pour Homme, it's the reject bottle from 2007.
That would be it. True story, yeah. I completely agree with you. I would rock this
There's
all
nothing
day,
wrong with
every
the
day.
fragrance.
No.
I get a lot of hedione. I don't know if you're picking that up. That's the main aroma molecule I'm picking up. I don't really get any ambroxan. This was before the ambroxan heyday. As if this was nowadays, this would have ambroxan in it, undoubtedly.
Get the faint lavender in the background.
Yeah, it's not heavy lavender like the original Pour Homme or like signature Pour Homme is. But I just thought this was so unique and the story needed to be told because now we get another time lapse in the Zaharoff storyline.
Absolutely.
For fragrances.
Yeah.
because the original, which I did get to smell when I was in Chicago, it's a beautiful blue lavender. It's not the same as Signature Pour Homme, but like I said, they have a similar vibe, but the quality is just so much greater.
Absolutely.
Just like Signature Pour Homme is. The quality's not here in this one, guys. So I absolutely get, by knowing George, why he hates this fragrance. But I don't hate it. Do you hate this fragrance?
No, if he was selling these still, I would buy me a bottle. I'm going to be honest with you.
It's not bad. He really could market this and sell it. It's just he can't bring himself to do it.
And I respect him for that, if that makes sense. Like, because it's like he said, and he said it perfectly when he was talking about the logo, right? When you see that Z, you already know. You know every bottle you're getting, it's going to be consistently high quality ingredients. It's consistently across the board. You know what you're paying for when you get his fragrance. What you're paying for is what you're going to get. You're not paying this, amount and then getting a subpar product. You're getting a high quality product for what you are paying, and he stands behind it. And again, I respect him and commend him for it, for not going along with somebody else because he was going to get a higher profit margin.
Well, that's the thing. At the end of the day, it's not. Yes, we're in business to make money,
right?
And he's going to make some money. He's in business, but it's not all about money. Because if he wanted a cash grab, he could have released this and made a killing. Because it's not a bad fragrance at all.
Yep,
it's really not. But like I said, he's all about bringing you the best of the best of the best of the best at all times. So that's all I really wanted to cover. Just something very unique, a piece of Zaharoff history. You guys know how much of a fan of the brand and the man that I am. And I know same thing goes for Steve.
Absolutely.
We're part of that Zaharoff umbrella. We're big fans of the brand. Anything you'd like to add?
Like he pretty much touched on a lot of it. I really do like it. I know, no offense, George, if you're watching the video.
He will.
I really do. I really do like this fragrance. I'm actually kind of mad you destroyed that entire palette full of fragrances, because
I was shocked too.
I would totally hit you up and be like, hey, I'll PayPal you like double of what you're going to sell it for to have a bottle in my collection.
It's a unique piece of Zaharoff's
it is.
History for sure. But until next time, guys, I will say, I really can't say if you get your hands on this one and you give it a spray now, because you can't get your hands on this one, unfortunately. But do me a quick favor and go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. Tell me, have you ever smelled anything even remotely close to Zaharoff's Signature Pour Homme? Is there a clone out there that somebody has made that we haven't heard of yet? I'd love to get my hands on it and critique it.
Absolutely.
You never know. We just may not have heard of it. There's brands out there that we haven't tried. Because I'd like to compare it to this, to be completely honest with you, because this is the clone of Zaharoff's Signature Pour Homme. But until next time, guys, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you stopping by. Steve, thank you so much for having me.
I appreciate
like I
you.
said, links in the description for Fragrance Fanatic. Check out the channel. Give him a sub. We'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one.